What's up, everybody? Another day of push and record and talking to y'all. It's a rainy Thursday and we're back on the grind. I got 5 shows in the next couple days for Greece, and it's a beautiful day. I love rainy days like this. But today I wanted to talk about why I choose to live a boring life. And when I say boring, I don't mean like literally like I'm not doing anything or I'm bored. I mean like living happy, fulfilled, and just, stress-free. And all of that is because I like my routines, with life between going to theater, going to auditions, between rehearsals, between, getting ready for this wedding. Like, I don't like stuff that kind of like interrupts all that. I've never really been a person that likes to go on vacation. I like being creative. I love creating things. I love working. That requires me to sometimes be around a computer or to have time to think and stuff. So, living a boring life has been pretty good for my financial situation, That doesn't mean I'm going out to bars. It doesn't mean I'm always having to go out and party with my friends and spend money on restaurants or, whatever we're choosing to do. That doesn't mean I don't do anything, though. Because I'm frugal and because I like to stay at home, whenever I do have to spend money, I don't really have to worry about it, If I'm with family and I want to pick up the check for everybody, it doesn't hurt me because I don't do that all the time. When I was back in my drinking days, I'd, have a couple drinks in me and I'd be like, drinks for everybody, and then regret it the next day. So, those type of things don't happen that much anymore when you're living a boring life. I, like going home and having a home-cooked meal with my fiance. I like, having time to go for walks and think about what's going on in my life and work it out. I like having money and putting it towards my savings and investments. And, some people might be like, you gotta live your life. But I'm living such a fun life. I feel like I'm living a dream life. I feel like I'm living a more intentional life than most people do. And it's because I'm building the life I want. And that requires, being strict with your spending. It requires, when everybody else is doing this, you might have to say no. And I've gotten really good about setting those boundaries. But I've also started to enjoy this life. It doesn't take much to be able to have a good time. It doesn't take much to get forward and make sure you're not stressed out every day. And I think it starts with living a quote unquote boring life. So I sit here today telling you that maybe you don't need to keep up with the Joneses. Maybe you don't need to actually be, going out every weekend and stuff. Try to just have a day for yourself and see how over time you'll actually start enjoying that and how it's actually going to help your life. So live that boring life. I'm proud to. So that's pretty much all I got for this video. I appreciate everyone that's in the building today. My name is Sai. I like to make videos about, living a good life, about acting, about saving money, about whatever, I want to create. And I'm just trying to share that news with you guys. So if you like, this type of stuff, subscribe, give me a like. If you want to hear more stuff, if you're interested in something else, you got any questions, leave it in the comments. Let me know, and I can address it because I make these every day. And so I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.